take you for a little tour. This is the park here. I'm sort of in the middle of it now. I'm gonna go back down to where my campsite is. Just show where that's at. I mean, it's really nice. It's more like a park than a lot of the campgrounds, the state campgrounds. I mean, it is a park, but and here's where my site is. Right here, there's frogs, endless frogs in here. And at night, the weird ones I've never heard before. And here's my campsite here, right on the water. There's another one right next to me there. That box has 2 electrical coming out of it. So if someone were to come, we would be a little close, but we'll work it out. Here's my neighbor, Brent. He just introduced himself. Nice guy. Grew up around here. There's the lake, obviously, and there's some weeds out there. There's a swimming beach, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at. I'll try to find it, because today would be a good day for swimming. Anyway, coming back out. And I'll go to the other end of the park in another segment, but here I'm going towards the front. And there I'm gonna go get some wood. And then we'll go do some exploring. Okay. Nice playground and volleyball setup, basketball setup. I believe these are the showers here. Over here are ATV sites. So you drive your ATV in, and then you go ripping off on these trails here. I heard them yesterday. There's where the dog poop got me on the foot. And here's the exit, so I'm gonna go talk to her, get some wood. That is all. This is the road going to Arbutus Lake. I'm telling you, the trees come right up to the road, but they're in great shape. I mean, this, if I wasn't afraid of a deer or a turkey or whatever the heck comes running out of the woods, this would be a great motorcycle road. Arbutus Lake, which was an old strip mine, I guess, or quarry. This lake they turned into they turned the quarry into a very deep lake that people actually train their scuba diving. They take their scuba diving certificates because it's so deep. See huge boulders everywhere of whatever they were mining here. I mean, this was a massive operation. They're blasting stuff out of here, I'm sure. There's some wild device, I don't know, a piece of something, a piece of machinery. And as you see, their road blockers here are all just these massive boulders. You obviously wouldn't want to get hit by one of these suckers. Or hit one of these, I should say. The famous Arbutus Lake. I was on this weird parallel road here. There's a gravel road that runs alongside this road. And it's just very strange. I don't understand it, but if you get on that road, though, it veers off into a different direction eventually. But what I'm trying to show you is this beautiful beach, which is just incredible. I mean, oh, this is one of the dive access points here. So people will be down there diving. I think there's 3 areas to dive from here. And I looked at their little thing, and one of them was like, you know, steps at 150 and 300 feet or something like that. So now it looks just like a whatever, you know. I mean, this just looks like a rocky shore. Yuck. You know, when I first drove in here, I said, oh, what the heck? You know, that's the beach over there. I looked over there and I thought, oh, that's the beach? Yeah. Looked a little slope to me. But anyway, then you get here, it's like being in the Caribbean. I'm not lying. I mean, it's hard to see here, but just look at that. Look at that beach. It's a good little cove in there. There's a little cove. Now I'm headed up to the Fox Point Scenic Overlook, which I've never been to. I almost missed it. And this again is Arbutus Lake. Apparently, they don't want you getting too close to the edge of this thing. Obviously, it's probably a cliff. And I'm not ready to play around with cliffs. It does look like quite the fall. Well, they do mow over here, so if someone's here mowing, it's not a deadly cliff. There's a picnic table here, but that is a drop off. That is a drop off. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. But there's beautiful Arbutus Lake. I'd call that a pretty steep little drop off. Very cool, very cool. It's just beautiful here. That was cool. It was just the shortest little walk. And it was a pretty cool overlook. This is Oxbow Pond. It's probably the most beautiful place here. I took some pictures last time I was here, but I mean, you drive forever on Cemetery Road, and then you come down onto, well, there's a cemetery right there. So that's why it's called Cemetery Road. Anyway, you come on down this long winding road, as I remember. This is also quite a long road. Then you get to this beautiful place called Oxbow Pond. Next thing you know, you're at beautiful Oxbow Pond. Here's a little bit of it right here. Okay. There's more over here, I believe. Yes. It's confusing at first because you don't know. That is a really cool spot. I remember this. Some interesting bird up there in this tree. Here I am, Oxbow Pond. It's like something out of a Walden. Look at it. It's just a mirror smooth, beautiful water. Birds everywhere. off the main highway up there, and I'm taking a back road that cuts along the river here, and hoping to find some kind of place to pull off that isn't someone's house like that. I believe that's a private residence, yeah. So I have to see if there's a little pull up, but there's the river right there. It's killer rapids. So beautiful there. I'd love to take some pictures here and stuff, but everywhere I go, I see a sign on a tree somewhere, private property, posted, no trespassing. Geez, you think someone would let a person take a picture? This is the road that the campground is off of, called East Clay School Road. I've been on gravel for about 3 miles now, and there's a car behind me who's getting smoked out. I mean, smoked out. Yikes. So anyway, sorry guy. That's what I came to see. Look at that. Cascading river. It's all black because of the tannins, I guess is what it is. I'm gonna go on down. There's a little brook down at the bottom here, leading into the river. Here's the falls over there. This is super cool. I mean, it leads down to a little pool down here. This is what I wanted to see. It's so cool. Very rocky here, but just beautiful, man. I don't know if the main river is over on the other side there, and this is just a pool that's filling, or what, but way cool. Oh no, there's another little mini fall there. And you can see this water's gotten pretty high. I can see black marks 20 feet up on these rocks. And they do have some warnings about flash flooding here. So I'm not gonna stay forever, but this is simply awesome. I'd hate to take even, those look pretty dangerous on a kayak. But anyway.